Kwankwaso, in one of his statements, was it yesterday or day before yesterday, said that the North and the East have no problem. That the East and the North are not enemies. That the North have forgiven the East. The question I picked there was forgiving the East for doing what? What are they forgiving the East for? Now forget about politics. I am not that kind of person that all I do is to address the truth. Forget about politics. He's doing well, supporting Peter Obi and all that. But we all know why all these things are happening, because he's looking forward to becoming the president in 2031. So what he's doing is also trying to get the Easterners and the South to vote for him, which is commendable. I've said that before. I'm not against that. That is very great. But one thing I don't like is when people know the truth and decided to politicize the whole thing. Like making the Igbo people look like you are pitying them, like you are. That's exactly how Nigerians are looking at Igbos. They look at them like, yeah, these are the people that were defeated in war, and we are like trying to accommodate them, you know. They are not really part of Nigeria and all that rubbish. If Igbos are not part of Nigeria, let them go. If you are saying that the North have forgiven the East, the Igbos, what exactly did the Igbo man do? What did the Igbo man do to you? Do you want us to visit why the Igbo men revolted? Do you want us to visit the Abori Accord? Why did the Igbo people revolted? Why did they declare the state of Biafra? It's because of what the Northerners were doing to them. Ojukwu regretted ever telling the Igbos to return back to the North after the first massacre that led to 1967 war. Ojukwu, when people were being massacred in the North, they ran back to East. Ojukwu advised them to go back, that everything is settled, sorted. I don't really want to go into details. And pregnant women were killed, removed their babies, and all that. A whole lot of things happened. And Ojukwu advised them to go back, and when they went back, 96% of them were massacred, put in a lorry and sent to the East. Put in lorries and sent to the East. And today somebody is making statement. Who is supposed to apologize to who? Who is supposed to apologize to who? It's the North that's supposed to apologize to East. I don't care what anybody will tell me. Look at what you're talking about your people. I don't care. But you need to say the truth at all time. The 3R Gowon said he's going to execute. Did he do anything? Did he? He did not. From 1970, the war ended till date. Igbos are being marginalized till date. I just told us about how Tinubu decided to go to Muslim, go with Muslim ticket the second time. Majority of Igbos are Muslim and are Christians. That's calling them bluff. That's telling them to hell with you. If you guys don't want it, you don't really have options. The question I asked in that video was, if Christians or Igbo people say, okay, let's go to it's our turn now. We want Christian. Will you, as a Muslim, vote for them? Vote for that? No, you will not. That time you bring sentiments. That time you remember that no, a Muslim is supposed to deputize. That time you remember that no, Igbos are defeated. That time you remember that they are Igbos. That time you remember that they are Christians. I don't want, when you are doing some right things, will bring sentiments. I don't like it. Saying that the North have forgiven the East, to me, is anathema. The people that are supposed to be apologized to are the Igbo people. What Nigerians have been doing to them. It hasn't stopped. It's still on. It's still on. But the most unfortunate thing is that the Igbos are not even united themselves. You see the way Fulanis are suppressing and oppressing the Hausas. They are still believing, the Hausas still believe somehow that they are one when it comes to politics. But Igbo men are not, they don't. Especially the politicians. I'm not talking about Igbo people on the streets. I'm not talking about the businessmen and women. No, I'm talking about the politicians. What they do is to go there and play second fiddle, because what Soludo and Omar is doing is who will outshine each other to be the vice presidential candidate in 2031. That's what they are looking for, nothing else. That's why they are destroying Obi everywhere they go. That's why they don't want to hear Obi, because to them, calling Obi's name or destroying Obi will give them an edge to become the vice president come 2031. But that's the height of absurdity. Anyways, I said let me bring it to you. Whatever you do with the information, it's up to you. My name is Hyacinth, and this is the Hyacinth Network. Thank you for joining me. Please like and share. May God bless you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.